Guys, good news for Kamaldeen Sulemana. According to a report from Sky Sports, Atalanta has submitted their third bid for the player. I'm going to tell you all the details concerning the third bid. We're also going to talk about a viral video concerning Jaden Addai. What he said in the video is getting a lot of people talking on social media. We are going to take a look at that video and also talk about Michael Essien, Thomas Partey, Ernest Nuamah, Christopher Baah, bonsu, amongst many others. So please make sure to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You're watching SportsCornerGH. Quickly, let's jump into it and begin with the video you see right here on your screen. That is Jaden Addai's youngest son, Ayew, and he's training with his father. After seeing this, it brought smiles to my face. The Ayew family is the greatest football family in the world, and the legacy still continues. Don't be surprised. In the next 5, 7, or 8 years, you see an Ayew in the national team because it is possible. But then, guys, let's talk about the viral video. Jaden Addai having a conversation with his friend, and a lot of people are drawing conclusions from all this. Guys, let's check out the video.
Football is easy. No, I don't. Be the ball there go. No, Jordan, the ball I don't go fit play. But running there I go fit. You don't go fit play. But ball me I don't go fit play. But ball running there. No, but you know, man. They get technical passes and things. Technical. Okay, this is bad. Technical pass. Oh, technical passes. You have to. No problem. Professional, professional. Professional before a TM. Don't do what man, make you go to that way. Make you pass over before.
So guys, you have seen the video. Let me know what you think about it down below in the comments. Do you agree with Jaden Addai? Let me know it down below in the comments. He was asking the guy, do you think playing football is easy? What you see on TV is different from what happens on the pitch. And the conversation went on and on. It was very funny. It was nice. But then let me know what you think about the video down below in the comments. Now, moving away from Jaden Addai, let's talk about Kamaldeen Sulemana. Now, Kamaldeen Sulemana plays for Southampton. In the just ended season, he scored 1 goal and provided 1 assist. To many, that is not a very good statistics for a forward player. But then Kamaldeen Sulemana showed promise on the pitch. We all saw what he did on the pitch, especially when he had regular game time. Now, I've told you in my previous video that clubs are interested in signing Kamaldeen Sulemana. Clubs like Genoa, Trabzonspor, Stade Rennais, even Atalanta, and also AS Roma have shown interest in signing Kamaldeen Sulemana. But the only club taking this very serious and taking it further is Atalanta because of their coach Ivan Juric, who have already worked with Kamaldeen Sulemana at Southampton before. Now, they sent in a first bid of 10 million euros with a total package of 12 million euros. It was rejected. The second bid of total package of 17 million euros was also rejected. Now, according to Sky Sports, a third bid has been submitted, and the total package of the third bid is 20 million euros for Kamaldeen Sulemana. Now, let me read exactly what the article says. Now, it says that Atalanta are close to agreeing a deal with Southampton for Kamaldeen Sulemana, but there is still concrete interest from Premier League clubs, and they could make offer in the next 24 hours. Atalanta now have a third bid worth more than 17 million pounds, which if you convert to euros is 20 million euros on the table, including a fixed fee of 13.6 million pounds, converted in euros is 16 million euros, with 3.4 million pounds, which would be 4 million euros. So if you add all the amounts together, total package is 20 million euros. But if you convert that to pounds, that is 17 million pounds. Now, an agreement has not been reached yet. There remains the possibility that another club comes in. Sulemana's priority is a move to Atalanta as things stand. So, guys, this is coming from Sky Sports concerning Kamaldeen Sulemana. And I've already said in my previous video that amongst all the teams interested in Kamaldeen Sulemana, this is one team I would love to see him play in. You know why? There is UCL football to play. There is the Italian Serie A that is already heating up since from last season. The next season is going to be serious in that particular league. Not only that, there is a coach who trusts Kamaldeen Sulemana a lot. So this is really, really good for the player. I just hope that this is a done deal soon because they have actually matched what Southampton wants. The 20 million euros total package have already been matched. Let's see what happens in the few days. But then, guys, this is the update concerning Kamaldeen Sulemana. Let me know what you think about it down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Christopher Baah Bonsu. And this is a follow-up on what I said about the player yesterday and his move to qadsiah in the Saudi Pro League. Now, the team was fourth in the just ended season. That is the team where Aubameyang plays. And this team have shown interest in our own star boy, Christopher Baah Bonsu. Now, according to reports, medicals have been scheduled for this week on Friday. The medicals will be held in Madrid. After the medicals, he will be announced as a new player for the Saudi Arabian club qadsiah. Now, a lot of people have talked about him going to the Saudi Pro League. Others are saying it's a good move. Others are saying it's a bad move. Let me tell you the reason why this is a good move. The Saudi Pro League is better than the Belgian Pro League. You know he plays for Genk. You and I would agree that the Saudi Pro League is far better than the Belgian Pro League. One, it is better in terms of infrastructure. Two, it is better in terms of the players that play in the league. Three, it is better when it comes to the salaries players receive. And four, it is better in terms of popularity and exposure. The Saudi Pro League is way better than the Belgian Pro League. The only thing the Belgian Pro League has more than the Saudi Pro League is UCL, Champions League football or European football. Aside that, there's nothing the Belgian Pro League has more than the Saudi Pro League. So I understand why the player wants to leave. And I see people saying, oh, he's not going to play Champions League, he's not going to play in Europe, and he's going at this age, blah, 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 blah. Listen to me. Genk as a team, even if they play in the UCL, after the group stages, that is it, they are out. And I want to ask, how many players who play in the group stages do extremely well end up going to big teams? I want to give you a list of players who have played in the group stages of the UCL. After that, they have not gone to any big team. They are still where they are. Edmond Adwan. You all remember when he was playing for Sheriff Tiraspol. When they beat Real Madrid, we all talked about this player and how good he was. Where is he playing now? OFK Beograd. As if that is not enough, Osman Bukarit, when he was playing for Real Star Belgrade and scored a goal against Man City in the UCL, we all thought, oh, this guy is destined for greatness. Where is he now? Austin FC. Salis Abdel Samad, when he was with LC Lens, they played in the group stages of the UCL. They even progressed to the round of 16. What happened? He went on loan at Sunderland. You are not guaranteed a transfer to a top club if you play in the UCL. So I understand why he wants to grab the cash. He wants to grab the money now. See, football is an unpredictable sport. So when the player is making their decision, they make a financial decision because you don't know how your future is going to turn out in the next 3 or 4 or 5 years. So I understand why the player is going to this lane. But then, guys, this is my argument in support of the player's decision. If you disagree with me, let me know down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Ernest Nuamah. Now, we had a sad news yesterday that Ernest Nuamah's club, Lyon, have been relegated to the League 2 due to financial reasons. They owe debts, they owe money. And this is not the first time we are talking about this. We have talked about Lyon and John Texas, their owner, owing debt. And because of this, they nearly sold Ernest Nuamah to Fulham, if you quite remember. But the whole situation is becoming serious to the extent that now they have been relegated to League 2. Now they have placed players on sale. After the news broke out, there are a list of players that would be sold if this becomes their permanent situation. Ernest Nuamah is part of those players. Ernest Nuamah currently is recovering from an ACL injury. He has not fully recovered yet. But then this is a player that, trust me, if today they ring the bell that he's for sale, a lot of clubs will show interest in signing him. So guys, this is the latest update concerning Ernest Nuamah and Lyon. They have been relegated to League 2. I don't want to talk about it too much because they have the chance to appeal this decision. It could change. So let's see what happens in the coming days. Now let's move away from that and talk about Michael Essien. Now, Michael Essien has extended his stay at Nordjaelland as an assistant coach by 2 years. And I'm happy with him. But then, let's not forget, in 2024, when we sacked Chris Hughton and wanted to, restructure our coaching staff and management committee, Michael Essien was approached by the Ghana Football Association to take on the role as an assistant coach to Otto Addo. He rejected. He said he wasn't ready. He said he wasn't ready as at that time and continued with Nordjaelland. Now, Nordjaelland have extended his contract by 2 years. Now, Michael Essien have foreseen a lot of players that have passed through his hands, and they are big players now. Mohamed Kudus, Kamaldeen Sulemana, Simon Adingra, Diomandi. I mean, the list goes on. All these players look up to Michael Essien, and Michael Essien have knitted the next footballers. And I'm happy that he's continuing, because at the right time, when he comes into that national team as a head coach, he is going to give us the best of the best. But then, guys, this is good news concerning Michael Essien. 2 years contract renewal with FC Nordjaelland. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Dennis Odoi, who plays for Royal Antwerp. Now, Dennis Odoi signed for Royal Antwerp in 2024. Now, he has a contract with the club until 2026. So far in the last season, he played a total of 32 games, scoring 2 goals and providing 2 assists. Now, what we hear is that he has terminated his contract with Royal Antwerp. And this is a mutual understanding and agreement between the player and also the club. Now, this is what the player said after the news broke out. He says that personal reasons are the reason for the termination of the contract. I thank the club for the understanding and for the confidence they had in me. Also, all the club employees, the staff, and my teammates, thank you for the great time I had in the club. In addition, a special word of thanks to the supporters. From day one, I have felt supported. You are fantastic. This is coming from Dennis Odoi. Dennis Odoi is 37 years of age. He's called the grandpa. Yes, the grandpapa of the Black Stars. He has terminated his contract with Royal Antwerp. So as I'm speaking to you now, he is clubless. He has no club. But let's see what happens to the player, because he said it's because of personal reasons. Maybe it could be his health. Maybe it could be family reasons. But let's see what happens, because if it's his health, then you know that automatically he's also retiring from the Black Stars. But then, guys, this is the latest update concerning Dennis Odoi. Now, moving away from Dennis Odoi, I want us to talk about this young player that has been a prospect for the Ghana Black Stars and also the national team for a very long time. His name is called Jaden Addai. He plays for AZ Alkmaar. Now, with AZ Alkmaar in the just ended season, he played a total of 17 games, scoring 1 goal. He has been playing AZ Alkmaar since he was a kid. He developed through their ranks and came into the senior team. Now, he has a contract with the club until 2028. And what we hear is that Como 1907, with their coach, Sek Fabregas, is interested in this player. Now, they submitted 2 bids which have already been rejected. The first bid of 10 million euros was rejected. The second one of 14 million euros was also rejected. They are preparing a third bid for the Ghanaian player, Jaden Addai. Let me know what you think about it, because this player is 19 years of age. The GF have also spoken to this player. It's just a matter of convincing. You understand? Matter of convincing. If you're able to convince him, it's not necessary he comes straight into the Black Stars. He can start from the junior national team, the let's say under 20s, under 23, because it's 90, so under 20s, under 23s, he can start playing there. Then he get promoted to the Black Stars. But then, guys, this is the latest update concerning the player. Next, let's talk about Thomas Partey. This is not an update. This is my personal opinion. Arsenal do not want the player anymore because the player is not willing to budge to their offer, isn't it? Now, listen to me. Arsenal is going in for Norgard, who is also 31 years of age, from Brentford, and they are willing to pay 11 million euros for Norgard. I don't have a problem with that. Arsenal, that is their business. Now, I'm speaking for Manchester United when I say that if Casemiro is leaving the club to Saudi Arabian club, then we should bring in Thomas Partey to Manchester United. The truth of the matter is United is not going to play in Europe, be it Europa League or Champions League. No. When Thomas Partey joined Arsenal, that was the situation. So that would not be a case for the player. Now, Casemiro earns over 300,000 a week. If Thomas Partey is asking for 250, Manchester United can handle that. And the money that we get from the sale of Casemiro, we should give it to Thomas Partey as a signing on bonus. Let's confuse him with money and bring him to Manchester United. Trust me, if Thomas Partey is being paired in the middle with Bruno Fernandes, things will happen in the EPL. I'm telling you, Arsenal, they don't know what they have. They feel like, oh, Thomas Partey is old, 32, but you are going to sign a 31-year-old in the person of Nordgaard. Nordgaard is 31. It's like people have not checked this age yet too. He is 31. And this is my personal opinion. I feel like Thomas Partey, if Manchester United come close to him and they are offering him that exact 250 that he wants, he should move. He should move. United, Peking next season. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Kwasi Sibo. Kwasi Sibo. Now, Kwasi Sibo has made history with the club Real Oviedo. They got promoted to the Spanish La Liga for the first time in 24 years. Now, people don't know about this player until just recently. You can see the emotions he was having on the pitch when they got promoted. Now, this player has played just a season with Real Oviedo and has helped the club to get promoted to the Spanish La Liga. It has not been easy for the player. He started right here in Ghana with Cheetah FC and spent 8 years in Europe playing club after club after club. He played Watford, he played Ibiza, he played Betis. It has not been easy for him, going on loans after loan after loan. And finally, in 2024, he signed for Real Oviedo in the Spanish League 2. Now, recently, they played the promotion playoffs. The first game, they played against Almeria. They won the first leg. The second leg, it was a draw. They got to the finals, where they were going to face off with a club called Mirandes. The first game, they lost. But the final game, they won by 3-1 in extra time. This player put up a really good performance in his club getting promoted. Now, let me tell you about his statistics so far. Across all competition, he has played 39 games, scored 1 goal, and provided 1 assist. And currently has a contract with the club until 2026. He's 27 years of age. He was born in Wa. Yes, he was born in Wa. And his nickname, his friends call him Pogba. His friends call him Pogba because he's a central midfielder and plays exactly like Pogba. This is Kwasi Sibo I'm talking about. Everywhere you pass, everybody's talking about this player. But initially, people did not know about him. That is how God works. Sometimes some people, their blessings come early. Others, their blessings come late. That is how God works. And I'm happy for this player. And this player, we are going to see him. We are going to see him in the Spanish La Liga. And I just can't wait to see what he can do with the club. Definitely, they are not going to win a lot of games. But if they do very well, they can stay in the Spanish La Liga. And that is going to give him a lot of spotlights. But I'm happy that this player is getting all the spotlights. So guys, this is the latest update I have for you concerning Jaden Ayew, Ernest Nuamah, Thomas Partey, Kamaldeen Sulemana, Michael Essien, Odoi, Jaden Addai, Baah, bonsu, and also Kwasi Sibo. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Kwasi Sibo, sorry. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Thanks for joining me. My name is Adam. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.